Good evening, everyone. For those of you I haven't had the chance to meet yet, my name is Beth Marchant, Marketing Manager for Hewson Brothers Building Supply, Vice President of Legacy Builders, breast cancer survivor, advocate, and a proud member of the GVCA Women in Construction Committee. 3 years ago, I started my career with Hewson Brothers. The same week, I began treatment for stage 3 breast cancer. And while many organizations would have seen my situation and chose the less complicated candidate, instead they didn't let me go. They gave me the flexibility to work when I could. They hired me for me and the potential I brought to my role. That support allowed me to continue building a career in an industry that I care deeply about. But the truth is, most women do not have that luxury. 1 in 8 women will face breast cancer in their lifetime, and the cost of cancer is not just physical. Take a second and imagine having to decide between life-saving medication and diapers. That, unfortunately, is a very real scenario for a lot of families. That is why Hewson Brothers and the GVCA believe so strongly in our PinkPrints Campaign, supporting the Breast Cancer Support Fund, an organization that provides direct, tangible support for women battling breast cancer right here in our own communities. 76% of the families that they support live on less than $25,000 a year. Half of them are under the age of 50, and over 40% of them are single mothers. The financial burden of breast cancer can break a family long before the disease ever does. This organization steps in to stop that from happening. We are honored to have with us tonight Donna Sheehan, founder of the Breast Cancer Support Fund and a 4-time breast cancer survivor. For over 13 years, Donna and her team have been a lifeline for women who simply cannot fight this battle alone. I have seen the impact of this work personally, and I cannot do justice to the support that has been extended to so many families. And so you may ask, how does this connect to construction and to tonight's HERizon event? I stand here today, healthy, working, leading, and able to advocate because I experienced what true support looks like in this industry. I had a husband who could extend his paternity leave to care for our families while I went through treatment. I had a leadership team who invested in me, whether I was in a boardroom or a hospital bed. And I had a sales team behind my back who would step in as my extra hands. My career, my recovery, and my ability to give back exist because the men in my world chose to show up. They chose empathy instead of inconvenience. They chose partnership instead of dismissal. And they chose to see strength and resilience instead of medical weakness. And that is what true allyship looks like. We talk often about empowering women in male-dominated fields, and that's absolutely critical. But progress happens much faster when men are active participants in that change. When men advocate, support, and champion the women, not just as a favor, not as performance, but as a genuine belief in our equal place at the table, our industry will become stronger. And tonight, that support does not require policy changes or program design. It simply asks for action. And if you look around this room tonight, it's already here. The men have come to the table. There are all kinds of you here. So I ask you, not as colleagues, but as human beings, to help ensure that women facing breast cancer do not have to fight alone. That other women in our community are shown the same outstanding support from this industry that I know exists within all of our organizations. Your donation tonight to the PinkPrints Campaign is not symbolic. It is groceries, it is rent, it is childcare payments, it is dignity in one of the hardest moments of a woman's life. And if you haven't yet, we invite you to donate on behalf of the women in this room who may unfortunately end up in a similar situation that I found myself in, and the countless ones who are still fighting. We have an opportunity not just to raise money, but to show what the supportive construction industry can do. One where we show up not only for each other on the job site, but in the hardest battles off of them. And that is a cause worth celebrating tonight. That's all I have.